Hey guys, welcome to a quick video just to explain uh, we're doing a mini league for the Opal League just with 4 people, just an Alolan league. So the only things draftable are the new Pokemon and the Alolan forms. And because of that we all chose new names, so for this season I am the coach of the Golden State Woricorios, hence the Oricorio on the screen. And I'm just going to be going over my roster. So, for this, instead of going through and being like, oh, I need this specific thing, I just decided to go with types, like things that are of each type, so I had each possible one. So first off, I chose what is my favorite Pokemon of Gen 7, and is actually going to be one of my favorite Pokemon overall. Galaxy Rock or Minior, and I'll be using the uh, Indigo form, Indigo core. I chose Minior because it's one of my favorite Pokemon of this generation, and it's actually really versatile as a rock flying type. Like, that's interesting. But when it's above half health, it's got base 60 HP, attack, special attack, and speed, but base 100 in the defenses. Whereas after it's under 50% health, it's still got base 60 HP, but attack and special attack are now 100, defense and special defense are now 60, and speed is now 120. Combine that with access to Shell Smash, and it's really good to set up with. And it gets Earthquake, Dazzling Gleam, U-Turn, Explosion, Acrobatics, which is great with a Shell Smash White Herb set. Charge Beam, which is a move that I don't think, people think it's not as good as I seem to think it is. It also has access to Stealth Rock, which is really good. Our next pick was one of the few things that I drafted because of, a specific reason, and that's because I needed a spinner, and I knew there were very few in this generation. So I decided to take Alolan Sandslash, which I'm just calling Ice Slash because I couldn't think of a better name for it. Its hidden ability is really great with Slush Rush, doubling speed in the hail. Though I probably won't be using hail very often. It has access to Icicle Spear. It still gets Magnitude apparently. Oh no, that's standard level. Blizzard, it gets Earthquake, okay. Leech Life, which was so buffed this generation. Brick Break, Aerial Ace, Shadow Claw, gets Aurora Veil if I do want to use. Oh, no, I was still looking at this wrong. Does it get... Yes, it does get Earthquake. Okay, it's weird to look at this for the Alolan forms. It gets Aurora Veil, which is good for Slush Rush. Gets Gyro Ball, because it's slower now. Rock Slide, X Scissor, but you don't use X Scissor anymore. Poison Jab. What else? Icicle Crash. Can Curse. And, its stats, it's got 75 HP, 100 attack, 120 defense, 25 special attack, 65 special defense, and 65 speed. It actually did not get slower in this generation. I thought it did. Anyway, next up, I decided to take the Fire and Dragon type Turtonator, Turtle Dragon, which is in a Beast Ball. Each of them is in a different Pokeball, or each of them are in a different Pokeball. So Galaxy Rock is in a Ultra Ball, Ice Slash is in a Pokeball because I had to trade for this. I've only played through some so far. Turtle Dragon is in a Beast Ball, and I'll tell the other balls as we get to them. So, Turtonator doesn't have a great ability, it's just got Shell Armor for now. It's got really good defense and some pretty good moves. It's got base 60 HP, 78 attack, 135 defense, 91 special attack, 85 special defense, and 36 speed. with access to moves like Draco Meteor, Head Smash. It's got its signature move, Show Trap. It's got Overheat. It's got Show Smash, Dragon Pulse, um, Venoshock, which is interesting, Earthquake, um, Brutal Swing, Charge Beam, Dragon Tail, so it can be used as a phaser. And yeah, so that's Turtonator. Our next pick, everyone was starting to pick the deity, like the Guardians at this point, and like I had had my eyes on this one from the beginning. Like I had considered Tapu Koko for a little bit, but I ended up deciding to go with Tapu Lele, which I'm calling Aquila because it's Guardian of Akala and stupid puns. Um, its ability to set up the Psychic Terrain is great because, like, if I can get a Show Smash on Menuari, I don't want to hit with priority. So it's got the Psychic Terrain, of course, as a move. It's got Nature's Madness and access to Guardians of Alola, the Z move, to get rid of half or 75% respectively from the health. It's got Moonblast, extra sensory, uh, gets Psychic, right? Yeah, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, Focus Blast, Energy Ball, Charge Beam, Dazzling Gleam, with base 70 HP, 85 attack, 75 defense, 130 special attack, 115 special defense, and 95 speed. Following that, I decided to pick up, I decided to get a water type next. I was feeling, I didn't think it was going to be taken soon, but I didn't want to risk it. So I decided to go with a Rockwoodin next, which I'm calling DUP it's from Infamous Second Son. It's the, like, I don't remember if they call it dupes in the game, but I think so, and its first form is Dupiter, so yeah. It's a water bug type. Its ability is really interesting. It decreases, it's called Water Bubble, decreases fire move power on the Pokemon by 50%, so anything, it basically resists fire, even though it's normally neutral. Increases power of water type moves used by the Pokemon by 100% before adding stab. So, like, water is now 2.5 times, not, wouldn't it be 3 times, because boost it by 100%, so double it, and then multiply by 1.5 is 3, yeah. Water type moves are just 3 times as powerful now, or 3 times as powerful with this ability, and it can't be burnt, which is good because it's mostly a physical attacker, with base 68 HP, 70 attack, 92 defense, 50 special attack, 132 special defense, and 42 speed. And it gets like Waterfall, X-Scissor, Infestation, gets Power Split, which is pretty great since it's got low attacks. It's got Scald, Leech Life, Ice Beam, Mirror Coat, Liquidation. It does not get Sticky Web, which was something I realized after drafting it, but it's all good. And that's in a Nest Ball. Next up, I decided to round out the Fire Water Grass core and get another good bulky mon with Shiinotic, which is in a Moon Ball, and I'm calling it Spy Kids because it's a shiitake mushroom, and yeah. It's got 2 decent abilities in Effect Spore and Rain Dish. It's a Grass Fairy type. It's got access to Ingrain, Moonlight, Sleep Powder, Spore, so it doesn't even need Sleep Powder. Strength Sap, which is interesting. Moonblast. It's got Spore and Dream Eater, actually, which is a pretty cool combination. It's got Charge Beam. It has Thunder Wave. Does it have Toxic? I don't remember. Yeah, it has Toxic and Spore and Thunder Wave. It has like ways to inflict 3 statuses and its ability. It's got Leech Seed with base 60 HP, 45 attack, 80 defense, 90 special attack, 100 special defense, and 30 speed. So overall, it doesn't have great stats, but I think it can take a hit or two. Following that, I realized I still didn't have a spin blocker, so I needed a good ghost type, and for that, I went with my boy Palisand, named Punisher, because Punisher's name is Frank Castle, so it's a castle. Yeah. It's a ground ghost type with base 85 HP, 75 attack, 110 defense, 100 special attack, 75 special defense, and 35 speed. It gets access to a lot of cool moves, like gets Giga Drain, Shadow Ball, Earth Power, Shore Up, which is like a Sandstorm version of Synthesis, and it gets Sandstorm, of course, to go with it. It gets Iron Defense, Psychic, Sludge Bomb, Infestation with Toxic, gets Ancient Power, Destiny Bond, all the stockpile moves, and its ability is pretty cool. Double it, like increase defense by 2 stages when it's hit by water moves. So like, it's decent. Next up, we went with one of my favorite Alolan forms, just because of design. And that's my boy Railgun, or Alolan Golem. Alolan Golem is a rock electric type with the abilities Magnet Pull, Sturdy, and Galvanize, which is just the electric version of Refrigerate and such. And as Alolan Golem, it has the same base stats as regular Golem with 80 HP, 120 attack, 130 defense, 55 special attack, 65 special defense, and 45 speed, along with access to Heavy Slam, Steamroller, Thunder Punch, Explosion, which is insane with Galvanize, Stone Edge, Discharge, Stealth Rock, Thunderbolt if I want to run a special one, Earthquake, Brick Break, Flamethrower for some reason, Charge Beam of course, Brutal Swing. It gets Volt Switch, which is great. It gets Gyro Ball, and yeah, gets Magnet Rise, just good due to its 4 times weakness to ground. That's what it's called, ground. Alright. At this point, there were 4 types that we were still missing. Those were normal, poison, fighting, and dark. And I realized, with 3 Pokemon left, one easy way to get that combination, or to get part of that combination, was to go with Beware, or Build-A-Bear, because that is normal fighting. With a couple cool abilities, Fluffy, having damage from direct contact moves, but doubles fire moves. Klutz, which is always fun. Don't know if it gets like any trick or switcheroo, but we'll see. So for moves, it does get Brutal Swing. It gets Hammer Arm, Superpower, Thrash, Pain Split, Flail. It gets Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Aerial Ace, Shadow Claw. I don't know if I already said that. I don't think so. Gets Ice and Thunder Punch, Stomping Tantrum, Force Palm. So it looks like it does not get Trick or Switcheroo, but that's okay. And it's got base 120 HP, 125 attack, 80 defense, 55 special attack, 60 special defense, and 60 speed. After picking that up, I realized that all of the fully evolved poison types had been taken, because I was looking at going with Alolan Muck, but it was drafted the round before Beware. And so, rather than go with Alolan Grimer instead, I went with Marini, calling it an enemy, because it's an enemy. Its ability Merciless is really, really interesting. Like, always crits if the thing is poisoned, along with access to Venoshock, and then it gets Regenerator, and it's got pretty decent bulk. It's got Toxic Spikes, Venoshock, Recover, Poison Jab, Pin Missile, Liquidation, Ice Beam, Sludge Wave, and Sludge Bomb, Payback, Scald, Haze. And its stats, it's got base 50 HP, 53 attack, 62 defense, 43 special attack, 52 special defense, and 45 speed. Again, it can be used with an Eviolite, so it shouldn't be too bad. And finally, we just needed a dark type at the end, and I just went with Alolan Persian, named Rocket, for hopefully obvious reasons. It's got Fur Coat, Technician, and Rattled, which are all pretty good abilities. For stats, Alolan Persian is actually a special attacker over a physical attacker, with base 65 HP, 60 attack, 60 defense, 75 special attack, 65 special defense, and maintaining its 115 speed from its normal form, or Canatoan, or whatever it's called. It gets access to Play Rough, Switcheroo, Fake Out, Power Gem, Nasty Plot, Night Slash, Dark Pulse, Thunderbolt and Thunder, Shadow Ball, Aerial Ace, Echoed Voice, Shadow Claw, U-Turn, Snarl, Hypnosis, Assist, because that's always fun. Foul Play. Yeah. Alright. So, that's our roster. We've got Galaxy Rock getting the Ultra Ball, Ice Slash in the Pokeball, Turtle Dargon in the Beast Ball, Aquila in the Master Ball, DUP in the Nest Ball, Spy Kids in the Moon Ball, Punisher in the... No, this was... DUP is in the Net Ball, Punisher is in the Nest Ball, Railgun is in the Heavy Ball, Build-A-Bear is in the Heal Ball, and Enemy is in the Lure Ball, and Rocket is in the Luxury Ball. So, our battles will be starting somewhat soon. Hope to see you guys all there. Thanks for watching.